This is Star Player 83 of Hustle J ENT. I am in NWA 35 with AJ Cazana of the Country Gentlemen. So, being here at the Chase, a very historical venue, what did it mean for you as a performer to be performing on such a historical grounds?
I mean, to be at a place where, Brody was, Stan Hansen, the greats in our business that I idolize personally, it's I can get chills thinking about it because I know that they wrestled here, they performed here, and the fact that we get to do the same thing 75 years a part of the NWA it's bone chilling, if you will, bone chilling. So I'm excited to be here, excited to wrestle, and
So, as a grown up as a wrestling fan, of course, and wanting to get into the business, who was your biggest inspiration to get into the business?
Shawn Michaels was always my favorite wrestler growing up. I do briefly remember a period in my life where I was a Sandman fan. I remember that very vividly, so that's always fun. But recently, dude, I fell off from wrestling and couldn't have cared less about wrestling for about 15 years. And then I got bit by the wrestling bug, and Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis even, those were the epitome of wrestling for the job that they wanted. And those guys like that, seeing Cody Rhodes do his thing, and man, it's just, those would be the two that I was like, okay, I want to do this after getting bit by the bug. And so my first iteration of always wearing suits, always clean cut, clean shaven, trimmed up, whatever. So it'd be those two guys.
And now you made this transition to more of a more traditional country look, cowboy, badass, if you will.
The way that I talk is, they're like, hey man, you're real country. Let's you just dive into it. So here we are, a little brutish, a little hairier, bigger, faster, stronger, way better looking with this beautiful mullet. Make all the women blush, all the men tremble, all that good stuff. So.
Are you married?
No.
Are you taken?
Yes, I do have a girlfriend. Yeah.
That's a question for the camera woman.
That was I could say no, I'm not, but she would kill me, and I claim her very much. Also, she's a really terrifying lady. So.
That's good.
And also being one half of the United States Tag Team Champions, a very historical championship in its own right. How did it feel to be the champion, and what do you look for tonight?
Carrying this title means a lot to me because my heroes like Tom Pritchard, the Midnight Express are one of my favorite tag teams of all time. They carried these titles for 346 days. We're sitting at 209, I believe, right now with the Steiners at 225, and the goal is obviously to retain tonight, retain in Nashville, and pass the Steiners and become number 2 of the all-time longest reigns of the U.S. Tag Champions. But just carrying these titles mean a lot to me. Just again, the history of wrestling is important, and I know the lineage of this, and I know that beautiful Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey, and they had these belts around their waist for a long time. They battled the Rock and Roll Express. We got Amy over here, who's the biggest Ricky Morton fan in the entire world, apparently. And I've watched many matches. Rock and Roll Express and Midnight Express, tearing down buildings, just absolutely blowing the roof off of a place. And the lineage of these belts, again, Arn and Tully were the United States Tag Team Champions at one point, and I love both of those guys dearly too as professionals. So being the champion means a lot to me because I get to carry on that lineage of true professional wrestling, and not this flippy floppy bull crap.
Right.
So I like to imagine I'm making them pretty proud.
So one final question. Looking at the entire tag team division in the NWA right now, do you feel like there's a certain tag team that you believe that you can have the same kind of series of classic rivalries like in the past of the U.S. tag team titles?
Well, of course, I think we can go out there and have classics with anybody. It would be a different kind of classic because me and Anthony are so big versus, I love Bobby, and I love Dennis, and I love the Rock and Roll Express. Robert's the tallest one out of the group of 4 of them. Right? Robert's, 6'2", 6'3"? Yeah. Poor Ricky, I love him to death, but he's only this tall. They were a little all over the place, a little more spitfire versus like me and Anthony are big, brutish, brawling, whatever you want to say, guys. And it would be different kind of classics. It would be more Stan Hansen, Bruiser Brody style classics. But I think, man, dude, I think because our styles are so similar and we're all so big, Knox and Murdoch, we got robbed of a match with them, but I think we could go out and have classics with them, dude. I think any iteration of the stupid Southern Six, I think we can handle pretty well and have classics. The Abo and Ruffo, the Brothers of Funstruction, love those guys. I'm terrified of clowns, so I try to stay away from them as much. But I love them. I'll watch them from a distance, but we get close, I can't do it. Man, they're so, like the tag team division's stacked, like Law Rebellion. I think we can go out here and tear the house down with Law Rebellion. But there's just so many. It'd be a different kind of classic. I can go back and watch the double drop kick over and over. I can show you some of the stuff that the Rock and Roll Express did. That could me and Anthony do it? Sure, because we're high caliber professional athletes, but it wouldn't look as right. It wouldn't look right because we're not the explosive, high flying acrobatic folks. You know, that's your Colby Carinos and such. And
You're the kind of
I'm the
out
one,
there and kicks ass.
one right hand and we're good. Yeah, so just ass kicking. I mean, but Knox and Murdoch. That's the one I want my hands on the most. So Blunt Force Trauma would be all right, but.
Knox and Murdoch.
I want Knox and Murdoch.
That'd be my pick too.
I love both of those guys dearly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even so much as to call them friends, right? So
Exactly.
I know they've got a match for the world titles tonight.
But you got eyeball the winner.
Right. Oh, my eyeballs are on them. Either them or BFT, whoever. I think they squeak one out tonight, honestly, unless Aaron Stevens gets his nose in it.
Gotta watch for him.
You gotta watch that guy. He's very intelligent, hyper intelligent, scary.
Yeah. It's scary sometimes. I've seen it.
But
You heard him.
oh yeah, listen to him talk all the time.
And he likes to talk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, thank you, AJ, very much for your time.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. Great. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.